Hello and welcome back to Kevlin B. In this video, we will solve another classic consulting guesstimate which is quite common in consulting interviews. So the question statement for today is estimate the total number of smartphones sold in India in 1 year. I will walk you through how to structure this market sizing problem, think about different user segments and replacement cycles, and convert assumptions into a clear business estimate. So let's begin. My approach to build is simple. The total smartphones sold equals consumer sales plus commercial sales. Now, the consumer sales comes from two different sources. That is, people replacing their existing smartphone and the first time buyers. The commercial sales are bulk purchases by businesses like hotels, offices, retail chains, and so on. This structure will keep our analysis organized and help us break down the customer segments. So, let's start with the customer segments first. Here's my complete framework flowing from top to bottom. I'll start with the India's population, which is currently 1.4 billion, then filter out for the smartphone owning age group, roughly between 15 to 70 years. Next, I will segment by income levels. Now, this is crucial because smartphone ownership and replacement behavior are heavily income dependent. I will use four tiers, which will be high income, upper middle income, and low income. For each income tier, I will estimate the current smartphone ownership, that is, what percentage already owns a smartphone, then apply a replacement cycle, that is, how often do they upgrade. This will give me the replacement demand. Then I will add the first time buyers, that is, people converting from feature phones or buying their first smartphone. Finally, I will add commercial sales that we discussed, which are bulk purchases by businesses, and we will get our final answer. This systematic approach ensures we don't miss anything. So let's start calculating. Now, let me lay out my demographic assumptions. Starting with the 1.4 billion people in India, the smartphone relevant age group is around 15 to 70 years, which represent about 70% of the population, giving us 1 billion people. Now, it is important I should tell you that I am rounding off the numbers to the closest tens place to make our calculations easier. Now, let's look at the income distribution. As I stated, I'm using four tiers. So high income represents about 10% of these 1 billion, that is 100 million people. These are affluent households with high smartphone adoption. The second tier is upper middle income, which represents 15% or 150 million people. They are growing professional class. Next category is middle income or 35%, representing 350 million people. These are the backbone for India's consumer market. And low income, the remaining 40% or 400 million people with limited smartphone penetration here. This income segmentation is key because it gives directly drives both ownership and replacement patterns. Now, here we are going to make two critical assumptions, the ownership rate and the replacement cycles. For high income, we are assuming 100% ownership. Nearly everyone has a smartphone. They replace every 2 to 3 years or on an average in 2.5 years. These are folks buying the latest iPhones or flagship Samsung. Upper middle income, which represent have 85% ownership with 3.5 years of replacement cycle. These have high adoption rate but slightly more price conscious. Middle income with 60% ownership replacing every 7 years. This segment is still growing. Not everyone has made the switch yet, but it is happening steadily. Low income with just 20% ownership, keeping phones for around 10 years or more. Affordability is the main barrier here. These assumptions reflect the real purchasing behavior across India's income pyramid. Now, let's calculate the replacement demand. So, how many smartphones are currently in use? We are calculating the stock first. For high income, 100 million people times 100% ownership gives us 100 million smartphones. Upper middle class, which have 150 million people with 85% ownership, gives us 127 million units. Middle income with 350 million people and 60% ownership gives us 210 million devices, and low income people who are 400 million in number with 20% ownership gives 80 million devices. Adding these up, India's current smartphone stock comes out to be approximately 550 million devices. I'm stating here this again that I am rounding off these numbers to the closest 10 places to make the calculation easier. Now, this 550 million is our baseline. Now, let's see how many of them are getting replaced every year. So, let's look at the replacement demand, which is the straightforward division between current stock and the replacement cycle. For high income, we estimated 100 million stock, and dividing it by 2.5 years of replacement cycle gives us 40 million replacements annually. This segment drives the volume despite being small. For the upper middle income, with 127 million stock and 3.5 replacement years of cycle, gives us around 36 million annual replacements. For middle income, with 210 million divided by 7 years, gives us 30 million replacements, and low income, which are 80 million in stock, divided by 10 years of replacement, gives us 8 million annual replacements. So the total replacement demand comes out to be approximately 115 million. But the market isn't static. We need to add new buyers entering the market annually. So let's see the annual demand from first time buyers. I will here consider the market growth rate, which is for smartphones is around 3 to 5% in India. And I'll assume that this market growth rate is directly translating or coming from the first time buyers, which are in the qualified age group. So the qualified age group we calculated was 1 billion, and with an average of 4% market growth rate, we get 40 million units from the first time buyers. So the total sales from consumers, that is B2C, comes out to be around 155 million. Now let's calculate the commercial B2B sales. So again, the question rises, who buys a smartphone commercially? And as we discussed, there are corporations providing device to employees, hotels equipping staff and offering guest services. There are healthcare facilities, educational institutes, retail chains, and government departments. So, calculating the commercial demand, I'll assume the consumer demand represents around 95% of total demand. That is, the commercial only represents 5%. So, 95% of total is 155. So, the total comes out to be 160 million. The final answer that we get is 160 million smartphones are sold in India every year. Now, here's what driving the market. The middle and the lower middle income segments are experiencing rapid smartphone adoption. They are converting from feature phones, and this is actually fueling double digit market growth. This number 160 million makes India the second largest smartphone market in the world right after China. Also, a quick note on methodology. You might wonder, why segment by income only? Why not age group as we did in previous cases? So here's the logic. Income is a dominant factor or a dominant driver of smartphones purchasing behavior. A 25-year-old from a high income family behaves similarly to a 50-year-old from a high income family when it comes to smartphone replacement. They both upgrade frequently. But a 25-year-old from low income behaves very differently from a 25-year-old from a high income. So, income matters more than age. If I had used age for segmentation, I would have 9 segments to track, 3 age groups times 3 income levels. So, that's unnecessarily complex, time consuming, and error prone, especially in a timed interview. So, the income only approach gives us 5 clean segments, faster calculation, and clear logic. So always segment by dominant variable. That's the key principle while solving a guesstimate. So using a unique structured approach and reasonable assumption, this is how we can estimate the number of smartphones sold in India in a year. Now, I would like you to think about this. How would you answer change if replacement cycle shorten or smartphone penetration increases? Comment your assumption below and I'll review and respond. In the next video, we will solve another real world guesstimate using the same consulting framework. So, thanks for watching. And if you think you're learning something, also subscribe to the channel. Thank you.